Hello. I just want to do a quick one. So normally when I dry a bird off, I'm trying to get to some smaller aspects instead of like the broad brush stuff. Just because I don't know, I like all the questions I always get are very very specific, and so I feel like maybe anyway. But after I dry the birds off, one of the things like always do is because it's going to be a little drier is put some wet paper towels. So what I do is I'll bunch up paper towel, and then actually I'll maybe do it in reverse, and then I'll get my tweezers. Let me pull it out. And so I stuff it inside the head and neck, and then this will help keep that like wet. So I'll just get here we go. I'll just get my tweezers. I'll wet a strip of paper towels, kind of get like a little projectiles, and then I'll hold the head open, stuff that in, and obviously you want to make sure that none of the feathers are, that it's just skin on paper towel. But that helps keep it moist. That way, after you dry it off, if you're doing whatever, you can keep. And you want to rehydrate it anyway after drying it, after tumbling. But that just helps. So I mean, even if you have a couple hours, or if something pops up and you're like, "Oh man, dude, I can't get to it," or whatever, um, not a problem. You can still do this. Put it inside of a grocery sack, and then put it in the fridge, freezer, whatever. And then you got a couple days. You kind of bought yourself. And the same thing with the body. I'll put, as you can see, I'll put one sheet in that's pretty wet. I do the head one like real wet, where you could almost squeeze out the water. This one I'll get a little wet, um, and then I'll make sure to hold the feathers back, put those on top, so it's just obviously skin. The feathers aren't touching the skin, or and then that way I can store these for a while. And then I just mounted this one. So, and I just wanted to show, I'll do this. If you have a bird you're planning on storing for a while, it's not a bad idea to put sopping wet paper towels around their feet. But if you have a bird that's kind of dry, or if like the other one, you're going to be working for a bit and you need a little bit of time instead of it, because now I've got all these fans on, it's hot, obviously in the summer. So um, this just helps kind of rehydrate them, and that way I don't have to worry about it. So that way, um, what comes next, obviously after the mount, is injecting them. So anyway, I just want to show kind of the paper towel aspect of it. So this is done as soon as I'm done drying it, and immediately get that wet paper towels in there. And then this guy's been sitting for a couple hours now because I was mounting the golden hen over there. So anyway, just a quick one. This one I do think is pretty important, because if you have a dry head and skin, if you have dry head skin and you have a dry body, then it's going to be tighter. The feathers aren't going to lay it as well. And you don't want it, obviously, it should be kind of dry, because after when you're drying fluffing a bird off, you should pretty much not be able to see the skin because of the down. That's my kind of general rule of thumb. But to get to that point, you have to it's going to obviously dry the skin off. So, it's just one cart kind of leads the horse to the other. But anyway, guys, appreciate it. I'll load this up, and any questions, just let me know.